welcome to my channel. My name is Violet, or Mrs. Burt. If you're new here, I am a first year grade 1 teacher, and today is my very first ever parent-teacher interview. So I'm a little bit nervous. I have my numbers document with all my subject area comments. I have some of the students' work ready to go, and we're doing it on Zoom. I've tested out the waiting room and figured out how that works, so hopefully I don't kick anyone out. I am pretty fully booked. I think I have 16 of 18 students booked in, so it should be a busy afternoon. Very exciting. I can't wait to meet everyone's parents, so we'll see how we do. All right, I'll let you know how it goes at the end of the night. Give you a quick update then. Thank you. Okay, so here is my update as promised on my first ever parent-teacher interviews in grade 1. I did not get to filming at the end of my interviews last night. My last one ended at 8 o'clock. I had probably arrived at the school 7:15, 7:30 in the morning, so it was time to go home. Pretty much head to pillow, fell asleep probably by 9:30. Oh boy. Extremely tired by the end of the day. It was a lot of conversations. Almost all my students' families came. It was really nice to talk to everyone, to see everyone's families, to feel the love and investment, interest and care that the parents have for their kiddos. Absolutely wonderful, and it was a good time to connect and catch up. For the most part, there were no surprises on the report card. Most of the parents and I were completely on the same page with our next steps. For those that had some concerns, we were able to talk through them and think of a plan going forward. It was a successful afternoon of meetings. It was good. What are some things that I would suggest to my future self and to anyone else going in for their first parent-teacher interviews? First thing, have your report card comments open as well as your most recent work from the student. I have visual journals as well as writing samples and one-on-one assessments, and I had my digital artifacts as well as the physical ones ready to go. Now it's really tricky because you will find that you have batches of students with very different issues, so you have to go from one Zoom meeting to the next one and very quickly switch gears. Make sure you're ready to go from talking about someone who's got challenges in one area to someone who's got things going on in a very different area. Very personable conversation situation. So have your stack of physical artifacts as well as your tabs open for your next 5 interviews ready to go. You'll be feeling more confident. Second thing, what I like to do is have a list in front of me. I actually used my whiteboard and I wrote down each student's name through the conversation. If there was anything I need to follow up on, I wrote it down so I know that I will remember. These interviews, they are 15 minutes long each. Sometimes bam, 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 bam. They just keep going. So you want to make sure you've got everyone's details so you don't miss anything on the follow-up, because that would be very frustrating for a parent if you've said, yes, I'll send you a list that I think will be helpful, and then you don't. So that's how I keep myself accountable. I keep a running list throughout the interview. Third thing I would say that you want to do, have a little bit of a script. Now, I'm not saying you're reading verbatim what you're going to say, but what I had in front of me was a list of things that we're working on right now and the next units we're going to be covering in ELA, math, social science, religion, etc. As well as, I would say, your approach. From my previous life working retail, there's different ways of meeting people, getting across a lot of information quickly. I kind of apply my steps of service to the parent-teacher interviews.
I hope that doesn't sound really tacky, but
you begin with a warm welcome. Immediately give them the opportunity to state any concerns or set the tone for what they would like to speak about. You kind of want to make sure you're listening, taking in what they have to say. Present a solution for them based on what they've given you as a concern. Give them ways to continue the conversation going forward. Every student is a work in progress, just like every adult that we ever speak to. But when it's these little guys, it's really important we give the parents the confidence to know that there is a plan in place. Their kids are going to be okay. They're all wonderful little people. The thing about grade 1 is it's like the whole world is big and open, and as their teacher, you get to see so much progress. I told some parents, I can't believe how much he's grown or she's grown since the beginning of the year. Parents are like, yeah, I need to buy new pants. Kid's growing. But it's not just physically, it's also their brains, right? So they'll mature very quickly and make big jumps. And I see that with my own children. It's really cool to get to see that for other people's families too. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll do my best to respond to them. If you have any suggestions or tips for what you like to do in parent-teacher interviews, I would love to know, because again, I know it's something that some teachers find very stressful. I wasn't stressed before the interviews, however, afterwards, I couldn't turn off my brain. I know I fell asleep thinking, okay, this, and this. How am I going to address this? How am I going to make it good? How am I going to help this child? It's funny because I woke up this morning and I was still thinking, how am I going to do this? As long as you have ideas, it's okay. Just don't get stuck. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Have yourself a beautiful day and God bless.